Thanks. As I say, my name is Gary McRae. I'm the Corporate Fleet Manager. I'm kind of here today with two hats on, so I'll go through them both. The first one is the day job. Our day job as a Corporate Fleet Manager is to run a large local authority's fleet of vehicles. So on a day-to-day basis, we have about 650 vehicles that we manage, ranging from cars, vans, tractors, bin lorries, the whole range of every kind of vehicle you can imagine. We also look after 521 items of plant, so that's from hedge trimmers to ride-on mowers to trailers, everything. So when we talk about managing them, we talk about we buy them, we maintain them, we work with the user departments to look after them for the life of them, and we dispose of them. So we get involved in a whole lot of operational sides because we try to make the best use of assets that we have, and we're trying to obviously save money for departments. We're really involved in every operation across the council as far as their fleet go. At the moment, we have a fleet management system that we use, a computerised fleet management system. We have telematic systems that we use. So we, as a fleet section, we feel we're quite modern. We've got the technology in there. It's about how do we take that forward? How do we take it to the next level? And I'll come on to some of the challenges, some of the areas that we're interested in and looking around about that. But I'll go to my second hat. So our second hat is all the stuff we do with electric vehicles. It's like I think we said today, we've got 87 electric vehicles in the city. So we're responsible for all them, cars and vans. We're also responsible in my team for all the infrastructure that's been put in the city. And that's not just for the council vehicles, that supports the taxi fleet, it supports the public. So we've been very lucky, we feel, in being able to have the fleet and have this charging infrastructure going side by side, because we've been able to lead by example. We've been able to put the vehicles in, we've been able to use the chargers, we've been able to show everybody that it does work. So those two, although they're two separate hats, they come together, and we really like the fact that we're able to demonstrate to everybody that the technology works and it's a real asset for the city. Something John talked about, another thing we do is the school transport activities. We've recently taken on the management of that and working with John to try and utilise these vehicles more. All of our day jobs is to try and get the utilisation of vehicles up. We, unfortunately, at a local authority, we can only use them at certain activities and certain times of the day. So it's about how can we open that up to the rest of the community, to different organisations. We use, like say, the school transport's a perfect example. We only do them in the mornings and in the afternoons. We've got a Meals on Wheels service. We deliver lunches and evening meals at a set time in the day. The vehicles then sit around other points of the day. So one of our main tasks has been trying to work with departments to share those vehicles and the assets. So really the challenges that we're looking at, like say fleet optimisation, how can we do that? It's really, sometimes it's quite tricky. Bin lorries, there's not a whole lot of people out there want to use refuse collection trucks when we're not using them, but we're working with our internal departments to change our shift patterns to use them longer, but we'd really be keen, is there ways we can share that with neighbouring local authorities, with other organisations? How can we share these assets that are very expensive assets that are sitting doing nothing some of the time? Reducing costs, everybody's under pressure just now, so another one of our main challenges is how do we reduce the cost for the user departments? So if we can share these assets with other people, then there's a reduction to the council. We can save money for the council and possibly save money for other organisations. So if there's ways that can be brought forward, that would be really interesting for us. Kind of the final main area we're interested in, reducing the environmental impact. Obviously, I've told you the number of vehicles we've got in the streets, so that is a huge environmental impact for the city. So everything we do is about trying to improve reduce the environmental impact, the air quality, the CO2. So we've made a huge start in our electric vehicles, the small vans, but we've still we've got a huge way to go. We've not touched the grass cutting machinery, the ride-on mowers, the hedge trimmers, the RCVs. We've still got a lot of work to do, so there's a lot of areas that we're really keen to work with people and try and develop those new technologies going forward. And I think what we'd say is what we think is an innovative approach that we've taken over the years is to work with all the different public bodies and businesses in the city. We don't just sit as a council and work on our own. I think it's been said earlier on today, we work with the NHS, the university, Dundee and Angus College, we work with the taxi industry, we've got very close relationships with them, we've really helped them change to electric vehicles. So I think that's when we talk about a good reason to come to Dundee. Dundee is quite a small city, we all know each other, everybody in Dundee knows somebody that knows somebody, and it helps to get projects off the go. If we don't know what to do, we know somebody that will know who can help us. So that's a real benefit to the city and a real why we think if people can bring things here, we can prove they work. I think been said a few times today, Councillor Lunshaw, it's very clear that we just sort of got on and done stuff, and we're very keen to carry on just getting on and doing stuff and proving that it works and showing the world that we're here just to try new things, to be innovative and try and help. And that's me. My aim when I got up here was to beat John for how much time I would do it in quicker, and I've done it by about 40 seconds. So that's me. Thank you very much.
And I think the work that Gary and his colleague Fraser have done around electric vehicles really gives an excellent example of the kind of thing that can be achieved in Dundee, and the status of the city, not just in Scotland but across Europe, as being an absolute beacon for advancing electric vehicles. And part of that is because the city is this ideal proving ground for that kind of technology. It's a very compact city with a dense population, and of course the strong political leadership and the enthusiasm that exists from officers to make things happen. So again, key message for today is that Dundee's a great place to invest, and we're hoping to use this procurement as an opportunity to help you to do that.